Evening all, and welcome back to Timberborn here on Lake Biwa, where things are okay. I was going to let the game run and let the drought run out, but our water I've noticed is dropping, and we don't have access to any water. We have no access to any water at all. This is dried up. The river here is dried up. So I'm thinking we need to go and tap into this water over here a little bit. So let's do that to start with. Also, I really like to get some explosives. I really feel like that's going to be a good thing. I'm going to unlock the double in there so that we can put 2 more water pumps in there. Oh, I don't know if we can reach that far, can we? We may not actually be able to reach that far. Well, okay. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Let's scrap that. Stop. Go away, bomb. We'll wait for that to be consumed. It's got 1 metal left in it, so we'll wait for that to be consumed. Why did you come? What the? Why did you come down here? What? Do you have to run all the way around to do that? Is that a thing? Oh, I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're going to put a pump in here temporarily. Oh, I can't fit it in there. Damn it. Everywhere I want to put things, it don't work. There. There's not a lot of water in that area, but just want to... We need water. I don't think we're going to survive this drought without... Okay. So, we do that. How far can you reach? You actually do connect. Okay, that's good. Would you reach any further? That's the question. Put off that there. You won't show me because it's not. Will you reach down there? Let's build those and see, because then we can put some on the end and have them pump out there. But I'd like to get explosives going, and then I'd basically like to, well, either blow a row out here, or take this entire area off here and make it deeper water so we can pump in. I think a row would work. But I've been thinking of how we're going to do that, because we've got our water wheels, and they're doing well. That's fine. This water wheel's doing well, not quite enough to run that there, but our streams are quite limited. We've got 2 sources here which aren't very strong. We've got a source there that's not very strong, and then we've kind of got a source here. So I need to spread out the power, so I have to do a bit of power over here, bit of power here, bit of power over here. I think it might be time to look into engines. The engines got buffed. They now provide 400 horsepower instead of 200, which is fantastic. I either thought they needed doubling in power or halving in how much wood they use. So it's still the same thing. So you'd build 2 and it would use the same amount of wood for it. But we don't have the wood to do that yet. So we definitely need a tree farm, like a full-on, full-blown tree farm running. But 400 is good because we could turn on this gear, and the demand here is 340. So these could all run off an engine. But an engine uses, well, I need to figure this out now, because an engine, in order to keep one engine going, they use 1 log every hour, 24 hours a day, regardless of whether there's a beaver in there or not. They just use power. So even if you pause it, it will burn up all the logs that's inside it. Pausing it just means it doesn't get any new logs. So you have to supply it with 24 logs a day to survive. Now that is, if you go with, let's say, pine trees, that's 12 pine trees. And they take 12 days to grow, so very simple math, 12 times 12 means I need to plant 144 pine trees in order to run a single engine. Permanently. That means it's running all the time. That's not any logs coming from anywhere else, any supplements. That one group of trees would be dedicated to a single engine. 144 trees. Now, That's oh, I pushed the wrong button on the calculator. 144. Oh, I don't have my scientific calculator. That's what was that? 144 was that a 14? Oh, excuse me. No. It was a 12 by 12 patch. That was. I knew it was in my head somewhere. So you need a 12 by 12 patch of pine trees to do that. You would need exactly the same amount of chestnut trees, because they give you 4 logs, but they take 24 to grow. So you would need half the amount of logs. So you need 6 trees to run it for one day. So 6 times 4 is 24. So 6 times 24 is 144. Exactly the same amount of chestnut trees. Maple trees are different because they only 3 trees. So that's 3 times 30, which means you need 90 trees. So you need less maple trees space-wise than you do chestnut or pine trees. It doesn't really matter which way you go with it, to be honest with you. Pine trees are probably kind of the best one for that, because with the grilled potatoes, your lumberjacks gain strength, and they can pick up 2 logs at once, and pine trees produce 2 logs at once. So that means they go chop a tree down, bring the whole tree back before it's going to replant it. It's probably the best throughput, but if you just want flat out the best trees, maple is the way to go. It takes a lot longer to get there, but once you are up and running, way better. Way better. So I might go with pine tree. We might go with pine tree. So we need a 12 by 12 area clear of with water to do it. So I couldn't put it back here. And that's just for one engine. That's just for one engine. So that would be one engine sat here powering all these. So I really want to go down that route, but I don't know. Let me grab explosives. Let's unlock explosives. That requires 150 horsepower. And what we'll do for the minute is we'll put a water wheel in, say, here. We'll put explosive factory in there. That will gain power from the water wheel. The water wheel would also power these, which will power through there and along here. So if we put anything along here, it would work for us. It would also get power from that water wheel. Oh, and a storage, I suppose, would make sense. Let's put a storage in. Yeah, we'll put the storage in right on the end. And that could be for explosive. Okay. So hopefully that's our water solution sorted, and everything will be awesome. I'm going to unlock it dynamite straight away, because otherwise I'll forget about it. And then what I want to do is I want to blow up a hole all the way along here. We'll do those at the end as well, because we want to get the deep water pump going. We also want to get some underwater crops going, so we can get some stuff going here. So I'm going to put in some stairs. I'll put in 2 lots of stairs, just either side of that, just to give us a bit of space there. And we're going to unlock the aquatic farmhouse. Now, the aquatic farmhouse does exactly what it says on the tin. It produces underwater crops. One will cover that entire area, and they don't grow that quickly, so I think I'm just going to go with the one. Yeah, we'll go with the one there. And then we want to grill for one of the crops, the spadedock. Spadedock just gets grilled and becomes grilled spadedock. The cattail gets processed into flour, and the flour gets made into crackers. In the grist mill can process the flours, and then in here, the flour can be made into crackers. So that's good. And I think the crackers are carrying speed, And grilled spaded dock is life expectancy. So grilled spaded dock is the one that will make your beavers last longer. That's going to help us because we are iron teeth and we are running on these here, so we should technically be about 30 right now. So getting another source of, I was going to say power, but another source of life expectancy would help. Do you know what I'm going to do? I am going to put a second farm in. We are going to actually have 2 up here, now I think about it. And we're going to divide this whole lake into... yeah. So, let's come here, let's go and grab cattail, and cattail can be... Well, cattail grows faster. So we'll do cattail this side. Boom. And then we'll do spaded dock this side. So there's more spaded dock than cattail. Because spaded dock takes a longer time to grow. And then we can come up here and we can go put in some storages. I'm spreading my food out a lot. I know that. Spreading my food out a lot. Beavers have got a long way to go for food. Yeah, we'll put in 2 storages. This one could be for spaded dock. That one can be for cattail. And then we'll have over here somewhere, we will grill them. We've got a grill there. We can put another grill in somewhere. So we can grill them and then store the food centralized instead. I think that would make more sense. So yeah. So let's also put a storage in here. And that can be for grilled spaded dock. Yeah. Put it there. Doop. Let's go up. Put in a grill. Also, the grill door is on the correct side. Put road. Remember to set the recipe. Grilled spaded dock. There we go. Then all I need to do is grab all of these when we when they build, so that we can build so we can filter them. Okay, speed up time, let's go. And we're back, and everything is built. Things didn't go exactly according to plan. Unfortunately, we had a number of beavers succumb to thirst. This dried up, there wasn't quite enough going on there. The water started flowing again, but didn't pump fast enough, so yeah. But we do have 2 pumps on the end here now. Put those in, and we have a storage here. I want to set this desired to 0 so that these dump into here, because they will always put into the closest storage. Workers from a building will always dump into the closest storage, and then our haulers, which we don't have it yet, but our haulers would then take it out of here and put it in these 2, because these are desired ones and that is not desired. So I think that'll work better for us. We also got some spaded dock being planted here. We actually got a beaver working in one of the farms, but I have had to turn off some other things here because we just ran out of beavers. We didn't have enough beavers. We need more beavers. So let's do that. Let's build a new breeding pod. Now we are going to get some grilled spaded dock in at some point, which is going to increase our life expectancy. Right now we're at roughly 15. The numbers are very rough, but roughly 15. One of these roughly supports 15. So it's 10 beavers. You get plus 30% from shelter. That's 13. You get plus 15-20% from someone else. Let me look. Let me get my numbers correct here. So shelter gives you 25%. So that means from the 10, it goes up to 12.5. Because 25% of 10, 2.5. So it goes up. Carrots give you 30%. So that's from the 10, because it's always based off the 10. It doesn't stack. This is what I keep getting wrong. That gives you an extra 3. So that's 15.5 so far. So 3 from that one, 2.5 from that one. And the grilled spaded dock will give us another 1.5. So that should take us to 15.5, 16.5, 17. So one of these should support 17 beavers. Very loose numbers because, I mean, we've had thirst go along, so our population is going to drop before it rises because we've had a couple of beavers die of unnatural causes. That only works if every beaver lives to be the same age and dies, and they don't. They have a varied age, so it is a rough sort of up or down. Not sure how it goes, but if we now say these are 17 each, that means we're going to have 51 beavers, and we have houses for 32. We need more houses. We can do that. We can do that. That's fine. That's fine. We have our explosive factory running. He's unable to get materials. You need paper. Of course you do. Of course you do. You have 300. This is producing 316 horsepower. Did they buff them? I don't know if they buffed them or not. Okay. So you need paper. Ah, that's a problem. That is a problem. We can unlock the printing press. That's not an issue. But the printing didn't want to do that. Wanted to unlock the paper mill. Idiot. That's not the paper mill. But the paper mill has its door on the side. So I can't put it here where I kind of wanted to, and then it could share power, because it won't go there. We could put it here and it would share power, but then it's not storing any paper. I could put it there and it would share power. Because I think this is enough. This is 150. The paper mill needs 80. So yeah, well enough there. I'm just thinking, do I want to? Right, do you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna build on top of the water. Boom. And the paper mill around there. And I'm not gonna be fussed about storing paper, because I think one paper mill to one explosive factory is about right. I might be wrong on that. I think I am wrong on that. I think it's more than that. Thinking the explosive factory doesn't use as much. But that's fine, because we can just stock up a little bit on paper. Enough us. Right now we don't have the beavers to do anything, so that's a bit of a problem. You'll notice these symbols above here are emptying because I didn't catch them in time, so they've got maple syrup and other bits and pieces inside them. Unfortunately, I don't think they're ever going to empty, which is annoying because there's nowhere for them to go, so I might as well turn that one off. Same with this one here. I missed this one, so... oh, this one actually had 50 odd carrots in it, so that's good. That's good. Means they grab that. But this is going to be for grilled spaded dog. Okay, use spaded dog and wood and create grilled spaded dog. That's fantastic. Right. I've got to keep an eye on our gears because I've had to turn off the gear workshop. Gears and planks. But this I feel is a bit more important. You will right, I'm going to set you to planting spaded oak, and you're going to set you to planting cattail. You have actually planted. You just planted in. That makes sense. We've got 2 beavers now. Hey. But deal with the spaded oak first because that takes longer to grow. The spaded oak takes 12 days, and this takes 8 days. Spaded oak, spaded oak. I'll go with spaded oak. Might be wrong, don't know. None of these can be built down here as well. I've realised that they can't get behind these to build them. So there's that. But we can fix up the road here. Pathway there. That should be enough to blow that up. Then we'll remove that later. I just want to run a line all the way down the back so I can put more water pumps in, and that deeper line means that because it's in this area, I'll turn this one, when the water retreats down here and flows into there, we've got access to this reservoir, at least one deep in this reservoir. We could also come and block off this, but that I feel would cause us problems. This is a mega flow. If we could get rid of that there, and tap into that for our water supply, that would be awesome. You could channel this right down with levees and just have a very, very nice flow. That could be a very nice power system there, and then just run the power lines up wherever I want to run them up. Very, very tempting. Very, very tempting. So we got that. You might as well pause and start again. You can go off and get work wherever else because there's no point until the paper mill gets power. So, yeah, we've got another drought coming. That's fine. So we might as well just turn these off for the moment. Not worry about them. You're not getting any scrap metal. Do we not have any scrap metal? We don't, by the looks of it. No, we've got 217 scrap metal. Why are you not? I guess our builders are the only things that are moving things around. So we don't have the ability to do much with that. This here, I noticed as well, this little bit takes a long time to fill up after a drought. It takes a very long time to fill up after a drought. So we might have to do something with that if we want to keep that wet. For whatever reasons. Farmland, potentially. Right now, I'm just kind of at the stage of need to wait for beavers. Not a great deal I can do. Wait for beavers. Did our log supplies back up? A second industrial log pile there. Don't know if I remember. Is that last episode or not, or between episodes? But we've got a second one. We are good for water. We are now storing 950 water. That's fantastic. Might actually. I think I might grab some small water tanks, put them up here on the side. Because the less distance beavers have to walk for water, the more they can work. So that means everyone working in this little area here has access to water very easily. And also, what I think I'll do, nobody working there. Okay, so if I turn off these two, turn off you, we will turn off you once the not that we need the metal at the moment. No, so there's somebody working there now. Oh, there's two people working there. Awesome. So our pumps are doing the outside, which is good. We're not. I want to turn off the pumps internally for the moment, so that these keep watering them for a bit longer. Because 9 days, everything dries up, and that's a huge problem. Huge problem. So that's why I kind of want to get the explosives. If we get some explosives going, we can deepen these, which means we get more water stored. 6-day drought, not a problem. Not a problem. I could probably do with putting a little dam over here as well. Can we get there to build? Not really. No. We need to get down in here, but there's no way to get down in here. I don't think there's a... There's no way to put stairs into there. We'd have to come from around there, dig out that, do something here to put a little dam in there. Just to hold more water back as well, and then that will keep this green for longer, which is always good. The more green areas we have, the better. But we are gonna change some things up. So once we get access to a decent amount of explosives, and I might do that. I might let the game run and just fill up on like 200 explosives. We are going to obviously block this down here. This is the first priority, we blow up down there. Then I want to blow this mountain away. Take this mountain all the way down to practically nothing. Maybe, or we might just take off the top layer. Yeah, we might just take off the top layer actually and leave it 1 half, and then do something on top of there. We've got space to do things on top of there. But I want to come over here and change some things up over here. So like get rid of this mound completely, get rid of this mound completely, and maybe even this one, to free up loads of space for farming areas. We've got some areas down here we can do with farms as well. So we have opportunity as well. That blueberry died there. I don't think there's anything on this map that suffers from a thing we discovered in the last live stream that I did. The trees underwater now die, which was a very interesting thing. I don't think there's anything here that does that. These will dry down and die, but yeah, if a tree ends up underwater, they now drown and die. So yeah, that changes a lot of things for maps. I think that was, I don't know if that was brought in a couple of patches ago or just the last patch. I didn't notice it beforehand. It was just something we noticed on the live stream. So yeah. it just adds a new dynamic to the game. You can't do the whole trick of, hey, I'll wait for this to dry out. I'll plant my crops or my trees down here, let them grow, and then I can harvest them. And then when it dries out again, I can replant them. That was a tactic you could do so that you use underwater space for growing crops. You can't do that anymore. It doesn't work. Only underwater crops work underwater. So, yeah. Okay, so that's all gone back. You two will carry on pumping because you're in this reservoir now. That's awesome. You will stop because you're not. You will end up in that reservoir. We'll have to destroy you and rebuild you once we block this all the way through. That's good. You still don't have any grilled spade rock because none of it is grown yet, but that's fine. So yeah, I think we're going to just leave this for the minute and come back next time and carry on when we have more beavers and explosives. So we'll do explosives. I won't do anything off camera with explosives. Actually, I might lay the explosives out. So I might figure out a way to chop down these trees and stuff off camera. So yeah, cool. Let me just implement that right now. So pop and pop. Indeed. Yep, that's fine. Doop. And we want lumberjack. And we want this scrapper because there's scrap there as well. Then we're going to go with, hey, would you cut down all the trees in there and there? Awesome. And then we do the same here, drop down all those trees. Need to figure out a way to get up there. Doop, doop. So yeah, so there we go. So we've got the ability to do things, we just need to get up there and do it. So we'll chop down those trees, I will set the explosives up, but I won't set anything off. And then next episode will come along and we will kaboom. Because that's... So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, as always, have fun.